I just wanted to add too that for any of you who are wondering, the turkeys, I also feed them outside the fence. They will stick their heads through the holes in the fence and they'll eat off the ground. So I take their food every day and I just sprinkle it out of reach of the goats and where they can reach through and eat it, and it works beautifully. They also have their own water. It's like a low black tub that I put in the back for them so that they're not tempted to go up into the stock tank. We have lost a turkey in the past to drowning in the stock tank, but we put a smaller one out there so that they stand in that. Turkeys love to stand in water and cool off. So they go and they stand in that, they drink from that, and that just gets dumped and changed every day. And they haven't bothered the stock tank since that's been in there. So that works for us. And the turkeys really do a service out here with the goats. They really keep all the leftover grain that's on the ground. If it gets dirty and the goats won't eat it, the turkeys will. So that helps with rodent control, keeps the the rodents from coming in and grabbing that, and it's just pretty awesome. Yeah, we love raising turkeys here. Turkeys are cool birds, and delicious too. Right? Right. So all the animals here are very happy. People say you have to have tons and tons of acreage. It's not true. Basically, we have all of this done on an acre. We're using less than that because we have a house and the driveway and everything else. So there's tons of room. I do not have a vegetable garden. I do not take the space for that because the only sun that we get, it would have to be right smack in the middle of the yard, and I just don't do that. So what I do is, doing the farmer's market with my soaps and lotions and stuff, I buy my vegetables from the local farmers. So that's how I deal with that. I raise a lot of our own meat, but I buy my vegetables from other local farmers. So not saying you couldn't also have a garden on an acre, you surely could. Just the way ours is set up, we are surrounded by trees. I mean, completely surrounded on all sides by trees. So there's no real great spot for a garden except for the middle of the yard, which I didn't want to sacrifice. So this is how we do it. The goats are very happy, very content, super healthy. So what more can you ask for? Works well for me. Also, being that it's a smaller property, you don't have as far to lug anything. You don't have as far to go. My hose reaches all the waterers, so I don't have to carry a lot of buckets around. Hi, Poppy. Poppy is she is 3/4 Nubian, 1/4 Nigerian, and she is a doll. Hi, Poppy. Say hi. Good girl. Yes, you are. You're such a pretty girl. So, yeah, this is her sister over here. This is Peanut. The little brown and white spotted one. That's Peanut, and that's their mom, Scarlet. Scarlet is half Nigerian, half Nubian. So, she's a mini Nubian. Yeah. So that's just how we do it. We had a big maple tree there that rotted out and died out. And so we cut it down. It was 6 trunks in one. It was humongous. It took us forever to clean all that up. It was quite the job. So we kind of left the stump there, and what's funny is the goats will climb up on the pieces we've left there, and they will jump to the top of that. So they enjoy playing on it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I may just leave it for now and let them play on it. But we also got all these spools that they jump around on and jump back and forth on, and they love it. So they have a lot of fun. So people who tell you need tons and tons and tons of space, it's not true. They do need, there are requirements online that will tell you, how much square footage per animal if you're dry lotting, which is a good thing to go by. We actually have more per goat than is recommended. So they have more space than what is the bare minimum. So, and you know, they seem very, very happy with it. They're very content. Um, they enjoy their life, so it's all good. We raise meat goats even in here. We just let the moms keep a couple of the kids. And, you know, a couple of the moms keep a couple kids, and then in the fall, we have them processed. So I know how they've been raised, I know what they've eaten, and I know that they've been taken care of very well. So that means a lot to us because we are meat eaters. We do like to eat meat. So we prefer to raise as much as we can of our own and know that they were happy doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, and not being raised in a crowded situation where they're on concrete or up to their knees in poop or, you know, things like that, and that they're being fed top quality stuff. We aren't 100% organic, but we are getting a lot closer to being organic. So it's a work in progress, and don't be afraid, you know, to start out. Like if you can't start out with any organic, start out anyway, and then just slowly incorporate what you can. It makes a difference. Every time you can do one part of it, if you do a quarter of it, if you do a quarter of it organic and 3/4 non-organic, it's still less pesticides, less fungicides. So it's always a good thing. But even if you can't do any organic, if you just say, just not in the budget, can't do it, keep working with your farm, keep working with your animals, keep working with your products that you get from your animals, and you will get there. You will get to the point where you will be able to add the things that you wanted to add in the beginning that were out of your budget will become in your budget. We here, I am actually in the process right now. I trade duck eggs for a trailer. Somebody was getting rid of a trailer and said I could pay them in duck eggs. So they get duck eggs every week until the trailer is paid off. The barter system is amazing. Bartering is an awesome, awesome thing that you can do with other farmers, other, you know, homesteaders that you can, excuse me.